Yes. People, what's going on in Seagull Talks Football? We're back again with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Champions League draw. We're going to be talking about the FA Cup. And of course, we're going to have to talk about some other things going around the title race and everything else, right? As always, I got some wonderful guests for you guys, and we're going to get into all of that. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that like button. And also, let me know in the chat. I always love to know, where are you guys watching from? Let me know, because the other time I did this, I had some people from Singapore, Australia, I had some people from Jamaica, all over the place. So let me know in the chat where you're watching from. But and also don't forget to check out our title sponsor, SofaScore. The link is in the description for them. First, we got my boy Vader in the building. Vader, end of an era, he's saying. What are you saying, Vader? How you doing? He's gonna pop out of nowhere. Look at him. Okay. That was a quick one today. Quick entrance.
Yeah, man. All good. Listen. It has been an end of an era, and it's going to remain that way for the remainder of the season. You handle business, I handle business, and we move. But we'll get into it. I'm happy with what's happening in the Champions League, and I'm calm with what we got to do next when we face each other in the league.
Listen, we're going to get to the Champions League, but first we got to deal with a little trophy called the FA Cup first. We got Rack in the building. Rack, how you doing? Laid back, sitting back, relaxed. I see you guys 11-2 versus Slavia Prague.
Is that? I don't even remember that name, man. I'm on to the next one. On to the next.
Okay, let's talk about on to the next. You got Manchester United next, so we got Dammy in the building to rep Man United. How you doing, Dammy?
What are you saying? Long time no see. It's been a while since I've been on, but I'm glad to be back. Seeing you.
Hey, bro, you got your hands full with Hamza and his crazy watch alongs.
Oh, bro, the live chats just pop off, and I just.
Why does he have a guitar? I still don't get it.
I don't even know, but it's crazy. Those live chats, they go absolutely crazy. But as long as people are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
The thing is, and then it looks like Dammy's moved in with Hamza, because that's exactly Hamza's background.
when we do the videos together here, people are saying, why are they talking from different places when in the same room? It kills me. Heritage, as he says, heritage.
There's that saying. There's that saying they're never seen in the same room at the same time. These two are both seen in the same room at the same time, and yet they're in different locations.
There you go. But somehow they're from the same angle. You see the same angle every time. Next, we got Jay in the building, and he has been saying this for weeks, and today we're going to finally discuss it. Jay's team has something to deal with in this title race. They have a hand.
Why does everyone change the angles up? I'm not mad at it. Like, obviously, I've also changed my angle too. So I appreciate us all seeing more of each other's homes. This is lovely. This is what you want. Pod community.
And then we got Ches in the building, also big Chelsea fan. They got a big game versus Leicester this weekend. Ches, how you doing, bro? Man's been going to the gym. What's good, bro?
Chest day today, isn't it?
He's going to the gym. He's ready for this Leicester game.
Leg day today. Yeah.
Where's that lycra top love?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Listen, guys.
Yeah, looking forward to Champions League talk, man, because the guy was saying, bro, on everybody.
You know what? Before we get to the Champions League talk, we're going to talk a little bit about FA Cup, because I'm not in the FA Cup anymore. Jay, you're not in it anymore. But these guys still got some matchups in the FA Cup. So we'll just start with Vader's team, because I don't know who you're facing in the FA Cup. Who are you facing?
Newcastle.
Okay. Are you worried? No, probably. They knocked you out last time, no?
Newcastle's a team to be respected. Not only did they make it to the final, they had to face Manchester. No, Ches, I just started speaking, and Ches is already not happy with what I got to say.
Ches is saying that because his team beat them the other day.
Literally.
He did beat them the other day, but this is a cup. This is different, right? And I got to respect Newcastle. They gave Manchester United a tough fight when they played in the Carabao last season, obviously. And I think they're another club to be looked at, to be respected. So I know that they don't have much to play for this season. So if they can play spoiler, if they can continue this run in the FA, they'd be all for it. And I'm not looking my best. Rax, Jay, Igal, you guys are all consistently telling me that I don't look like my treble self. I don't look like City of last year. So I gotta respect Newcastle. It's gonna be a tough game.
You're doing the underdog thing.
No, I'm saying it's a tough game. I'm expected to win. All right,
Okay.
I get it. Everything I touch, I'm Midas right now. Everything I touch, I'm expected to win. I'm always the favorite. Favorite to win FA. Favorite to win Champions League. Favorite to win the league. As bad
You
as
see
I'm.
what you're doing. See what Vader's doing there. He's saying that other people are putting that tag on him. What about the tag? What tag are you putting on yourself, Vader?
I back my club. Do I expect myself to be the favorites when the probability doesn't really see it that way because no one's won 4 in a row, no one's done a treble back to back, but I'm expected to be favorites in all 3 competitions.
Vader, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. You've done that mathematics before. The past doesn't matter. It's only the present and the future that counts. So you can't go back now and say, "Oh, we've won 3 in a row before."
What did this Liverpool fan say about the past?
This is the 4th one.
What did this Liverpool fan say about the past?
You can't go back and look at probability. Probability is only from now forward.
Yes,
you've already achieved your past.
Can I just make one real quick point? Like, and I want to let you both go, but I saw an incredible stat the other day, and it goes to show Liverpool's PR because I couldn't believe this stat. And he's laughing because I think he knows what stat I'm going to say. Between 2006 and 2019, Liverpool won 1 League Cup.
Wait, what?
Let that
That's
sink
not.
in.
I mean, 2006 we won the FA Cup, so it depends if you want to like cut out a certain section. Sure,
No,
we can all do that.
I was amazed at the Liverpool rebranding that's gone on over the last few years.
No,
the narrative.
Yeah,
because I was sucked in to an extent that when I told you that stat just then, I didn't believe it. I had to go and check. They won 1 League Cup in 13 years. Yeah. But now, after Klopp came, he's kind of redone it. So, you know, Rax, you're a big club now, but you haven't always been winning.
You know what? Look, you know why it's different. You know why we can talk about this, but it's a bit different because we were always close. Not always, to be fair. I take that back. We weren't always close, but there were a few occasions where we came very close to winning the league. We went a season where we lost 2 games and still Man United beat us to the Premier League. We got to the Champions League final the year after and lost to AC Milan. We got to a final of the Champions League the year before and lost to Real Madrid. So I see what you're saying, but we've always been there or thereabouts.
All right, guys, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
We knocked out Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate. So you know, we were always kind of up there. We were close, not always winning, but we were there.
Don't try to put down Rax Liverpool. He'll definitely have the stats and the figures ready.
We come for you, man. We come for you.
I just want to know, does anybody give Newcastle a chance versus Man City?
Wait, where is it?
It's at the Etihad.
But I don't know. But it may be, but depends on what lineup Man City play because I'm guessing KDB is not playing, but also Gordon is not playing.
No Anthony Gordon.
No Grealish.
No Grealish.
No KDB. No Ederson.
Don't act like Ederson's a big deal, bro.
He's the best. He's the best in the world.
And then he stops.
Ederson is the best in the world. What are we talking about right now?
Can we all admit, Ederson or no Ederson, I don't think it's that big of a blow to your team.
Only because Ortega is a good backup.
Yeah.
Oh, so when Liverpool want to talk about them missing Becker, then we shouldn't cry about it either.
No.
They trust in Callagher. That's why they don't miss him as much.
Yeah.
You trust Ortega because he's a good backup goalkeeper. It doesn't diminish Emerson's quality.
Bro, it's not like you're playing Matt Turner.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to
It's a big drop off. Like it's a small drop off.
It's not like when you played Zach Steffen.
He's a good goalkeeper. So
Okay.
He's still a good goalkeeper.
This is not disrespect to Ederson. This is more complimentary to Ortega. Yeah. You even have some City fans who don't like Ederson, who are talking about Ederson.
Everybody likes Ederson.
It's going to be like a seamless transition. Is he even a big miss?
Everybody likes Ederson. Is he
even a big miss?
He's a prototypical modern keeper.
What?
He's a prototypical modern keeper right now. All clubs are looking to aspire to get a talent like Ederson in that position.
No, but you have Ortega. Is he not good enough to cover you guys while he's out?
He's good, but as you guys talk about how I'm favorites for everything, I'm favorites because of Ederson. I'm not favorites because of Ortega. So I need him back.
But didn't you win the FA Cup every game without conceding until the final with Ortega in goal?
But that's a different city. That's my point.
No, but you're facing Newcastle, so why you're in the FA Cup?
Yeah, I'm facing Newcastle. But this when we're sorry, I took it a little too far in terms of the other games that I got to play for, the things that I'm also favored for. In the FA, you're right. Typically, Pep's got Ortega playing because in terms of cup runs, he's got Ortega over Ederson. And I got a little ahead of myself because I am hurting. I'm hurting because I'm missing out on those players that I mentioned. But am I expected to win against Newcastle? Yes. But I'm expected to win against all of you guys. So
Okay.
it is what it is.
Before we go into the Real Madrid tie and talk about how that might affect you having players missing, how long is Ederson out for? 3 weeks?
Fingers crossed. He might be back after the international break. Might.
Okay. So that's one. Number two, then you have what do you call it? What's the other situation? You got
Grealish and KDB.
How long is Grealish? We know he's out for an extended period, but how long is KDB out for?
Don't know. Pep didn't want him to play.
When is the international break, by the way?
Next week.
Next week.
So is that before you play Arsenal?
After.
Yes.
So is KDB not playing versus Arsenal?
KDB. Well, the international break is before we play Arsenal.
Oh,
right?
Before you play Arsenal.
So KDB. I don't even know. I don't know if KDB will be back. He's definitely not traveling to go with Belgium.
It's basically 2 weeks. So,
but I don't know if he's back to play against Arsenal.
Fair enough.
I don't, and that's nervous settings right there. That's happy for Egal. Egal's ecstatic, but I'm nervous if I don't have KDB in that midfield.
Okay, honestly, guys, I feel like you're kind of overdoing with the discussing injuries ahead of this tie. But yeah, that's all I was going with because I don't think you really are going to miss those players for this game.
I'll agree. For Newcastle, whoever is available, I should be beating Newcastle because they have their injuries as well. So yeah, we don't have to spend much time on that. You guys know this. You guys expect me to win it, so we'll move on.
Right. So just in order of time, we're going to move on from this tie and quickly go on to the next one. Chelsea vs Leicester, and this is season defining for you, Ches. This defines your season. Literally, you lose this tie, your season's pretty much your season's over almost.
No, I wouldn't say over because the league, I think Europe's still gettable. Well, it is gettable. We got a game in hand. Man. Yeah, we're like 3 points away from 7th, and we got a game in hand. I
didn't realize it was that tight at the top.
Yeah, it's very close.
At the bottom,
right. Ches got life. Ches got life. I like that.
Yeah, come on, man. I gotta hold on to something. You know what I mean? I got something to hold on to.
You need something, yeah.
Yeah, but this game, obviously.
What's the mood around the fan base? Do you guys really like positive going into this tie?
Yeah, because we look at we haven't lost in 4 games. We've won more games at home. Our fixtures coming up are quite, achievable. So there's more optimism that we can actually get something out of the season. But obviously that rests a lot on this game on Sunday. Because if we don't beat Leicester, then obviously you're relying on the league and we've been inconsistent in that. So Leicester will be tough because Championship club, they're looking for promotion, so they're not an easy side. But we're at home, so the vibe is good. We've got players coming back. Obviously, some players won't hit the pitch this season, like Lavia, Fofana. But there are players like Badiashile coming back. Chilwell's back. Carney's back. So we're getting good squad there. And yeah, man, it's just getting the win. Like, I don't care how it happens. Saw how you feel the other day, Egal, with Champions League. I don't really care how we win. We just need to win. Get to Wembley, and it'll probably be tough if we play next. But again, we've got the experience in the final. We know how to lose. So now it's about getting over that hurdle. So that's how I'm seeing this season, man. Just learn from it. So next season, if Poch is here or whoever manages in, no excuses. You've learned the hard way twice. And this is a good example this weekend to right your wrongs.
I know, but you know who you play if you win. You're going to face one of Liverpool, Man United, most likely. If we,
I don't think has a draw been done yet?
No.
Yeah, so it might not be them. We could have had.
It's random. It's always random.
If you face Wolves,
pathway or whatever.
if you face Man City, no, but there's only 3 possible options.
No, but the only team I wouldn't want to play. One second, out. The only team I wouldn't want to play.
Get Wolves Coventry. Sorry, let me correct it. You could potentially get Wolves Coventry. You can get Newcastle or Man City, or Man United Liverpool. So no matter what, you're gonna have a tougher tie in the next one.
The only team I wouldn't want to play out of those is Liverpool. Everyone else, I think we could beat.
You think you could beat Man City?
Yeah.
You got 2 draws off me.
We haven't lost them this season twice. Why can't I say that? And
Fair
both
enough.
games, you could argue we should have won the game.
And at Wembley,
Yes, now you're going too far, Chad.
No, don't just that
No, now
game.
you're going too far.
First game, 4-4. You had a deflected goal and a dodgy penalty. Don't do this. Be objective.
You said a dodgy penalty.
Yes.
The second game, I also got 2 non-penalty calls when we played.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I
No.
see your game. I'm familiar with this game. Let me just tap out.
Let's we're gonna go to the next tie, but before we do that, Ozan back in the house saying, what do you call it? Big up Egal, yo Rack, how was the BTEC conference? What?
Bitcoin. He keeps thinking like I'm some kind of crypto guy. I used to be in a former life, but not anymore.
Don't stereotype that. Let him live.
Big up Ozan back in the comments. By the way, before we go into the next one, does everyone agrees that Chelsea should beat Leicester? If they lose to Leicester, that is a sackable offense at that point. There's no way.
Let's stop with the sackable offense. There's nothing that's going to sack Poch at this point. There's nothing that's going to sack him.
Can you think? Because I didn't know Egal when well when Arteta was 8th, but I'm sure there was a lot of results then that were sackable offenses. You know, I recall you being very strongly. Didn't you go to Nottingham Forest and get knocked out of the FA Cup?
Bro, this guy was Arteta out a year ago.
He was Arteta out.
Just so everyone knows, I was on the football terrace and I basically said I wouldn't be surprised if he was sacked. And he's saying, "Are you?" And then Terry's like, "Are you saying you're Arteta out?" I'm saying, "No, I'm just saying I think he's a dead man walking." And then he's like, "Okay, so just say, are you Arteta out?" He's like, "If you think
you made up that story."
No, there's a difference between you saying you thought he was going to get sacked and being actually wanting him sacked. One of them, someone else has taken care of it. You don't have anything to do with it. The other one, you have a firm opinion on.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was the weirdest 2 weeks. That was the weirdest 2 weeks in my life. Listen, there was a moment where I was on stream with Lee Gunner and everyone was Arteta out, and I'm basically yeah, I'm one of them.
Oh wow! He said,
and then a couple of good results happened, and I'm like, yeah, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I went to gung ho.
When was this? This year?
It was after we signed Odegaard and Ramsdale, and we started doing good business at the end of the transfer window. We got Tomiyasu in, and then it was like we never had any of the players. We lost 3 games in a row. It was absolute BS. Anyways, long story short, you need to get results. That's the minimum. So if you cannot get results against Leicester in the Championship with the confidence that you guys have off the back of the result versus Newcastle, I feel like this is a season-defining moment, just in the sense that it gives you more hope for the rest of the season. Where if you lose this, it can be crushing right before international break, right? And you won't have much positive to look forward to for the rest of the season.
Yeah, just to round up with Chelsea, because not much talk about it in the game. Obviously, we need to win. We have to win, and yeah, you're right. It'll be a positive aspect for the rest of the season. Obviously, I don't know if we'll win the FA Cup, but you never know how the draw will go. Just like Carabao Cup, we thought we'd get to a final. You were praying, wishing we didn't win. You got your wish, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather
you were wishing we'd lose to Porto. You didn't get your wish.
I think there's a little bit difference there, but anyway, as I was saying, is I'd rather win this competition than the Carabao Cup. So I don't really care about that now in hindsight. I'd rather win this competition. This gives me Europa League. That gives me Conference League and some meaty 100 racks in the bank. I don't care about that.
You know something? You always want to win the competition you're in.
You're out the FA Cup, so how ironic is that?
Hey, I'm in the Champions League, so how ironic is that?
How long?
Let's wait and see. Let's get to the next tie. Off the back of Liverpool smashing Slavia Prague 11-2 on aggregate. Dammy, you seeing that? You must be like looking at that like, holy shit. We got to play them next.
Not really, only because Slavia Prague are like they're a UEFA Conference side, not a Europa League side. They are shocking. I'm not saying that we're good. I'm just simply saying that is the bottom barrel team. That's the last good team. That's the last shit team they're going to play in that competition. And you probably attest to that. That's the last shit team. So, other than that, though, speaking on the game, it's a weird one because this is our last.
Are you worried?
No, well, I don't think we're going to win. We're not good. But the only thing is, it's you know how football works. We can't lose this game, and I don't think we can lose the next one. So it's one of them ones I'm sat here thinking, if we win the FA Cup, does that mean we hope Liverpool win the league? If that's the case, would I rather lose this one and then beat them in the league? That's the kind of thoughts that's going through my head right now. But other than that, focus on the game. I don't know. It's our last chance to win a trophy. If we don't win it, if we don't win this game, then we might be fucked for the season. I think we'll probably be in the Europa League because I don't think we're getting top 4. I don't think we're getting top 5 even. And furthermore, Ten Hag might get the sack if he doesn't get this trophy and we just continue to stink up the gaff for the next 10 games. So it'll be interesting.
So, are you saying this defines your season also?
Yeah, of course. We're not. I don't believe the teams below us will catch us, but I don't believe we're catching the ones above us. We will finish 6th. We haven't got that many hard games that I can remember. I know we have Arsenal, I know we have Chelsea, I know we have Liverpool, but again, other than that, I don't think we have that many too hard games. I just think if we don't win this FA Cup, that's it. Because we're just going to be in 6th for the rest of the season. You can't go up, you can't go down. It's like a shit elevator. So that's where we are.
That is an image I don't want to see. A shit elevator. Never heard that before. Don't want to hear it again. What are you saying, Rak? What's your thoughts on this?
So, obviously, we have a number of fronts that we're fighting on. And I said it previously that some of those fronts are more important for me than others. Different people may have different opinions. I'm just talking from my personal opinion. I'm doing me, myself, and I. I can see Vader shifting uneasily in his seat while I say this, but but that's how I feel about it. But the problem with that is that now, on one of the fronts that I care less about, my most formidable opponent in terms of stature is against me, and I'm going to his house on Sunday, and I want to win. I want to beat Man United because I always want to beat Man United. And so we go there looking to win. We go there, hopefully play a strong enough team to do so. And then we progress in the tournament. And at that point, we're in the semi-finals. And then if you're in the semi-finals, at that point, you may as well go all the way. So
I think the benefit for you, just like me, if you want to say that, is even though I don't like the fact that the international break is happening again, I don't think you have a game. You don't have a Europa League game, do you, next week? Yeah, so neither do we. So effectively, this is your last league game for what, 2 weeks, like us? It's not a league game, but you know what I mean? Let's pretend it's a league game because on the weekend. So you can go all out and potentially, if you want to do the old classic fake injury stuff on international break, you can fake injuries and get some players not going. So it is what it is.
Let me just go to a comment quickly. Do you guys see the similarities? I don't see it.
Wait, you don't see that? I see it.
Yes.
Is that Pereira?
I see the similarities for sure.
You look.
Yes.
Have you seen?
We look alike.
Yes.
A little bit. You ready?
Have you seen that film Us?
What? Oh shit! Yeah.
You look like upside down Ricardo Pereira.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like evil Ricardo Pereira. Like his evil doppelganger.
You guys
guys actually see it.
I see. Yeah, you look like his evil doppelganger.
I think it's just the eyebrows and the head shape.
Yeah. So you mean the facial resemblance? It's just all the features that make you unique. They look alike.
Yeah. Egal, if he held up your iPhone in front of his face, he's unlocking it. I'm telling you that right now.
Yo, Ches, do you see it? Ches, do you see it too?
I see it, bro. You basically twins.
Yeah, facts. You look a lot like each other.
All right, Jay, don't make me pull up MTT. Anyways,
I don't look anything like Umtiti. I know my lookalikes. I'm way better looking than Umtiti. whereas you are not as good looking as Ricardo Pereira. So
let's
yeah, you answer that one.
let me ask you guys this. I know this Manchester United Liverpool game not being hyped up as much because we got to talk about the Champions League.
I didn't even know they were playing this weekend. I swear to God.
Yeah, I know you guys aren't probably looking forward to too much, so I'm just gonna get the two guys to give me their predictions, and if you guys have any predictions or thoughts on it, let me know.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Rack? What's your prediction? Obviously, you want to win.
Yeah. I go to United and I win. Fuck it, 3-0.
I think the fact it's gonna be Klopp's going away party. I think they're gonna make it ugly and they're gonna win. But they get to play Man United 4 times in one season. 3 times in one season. So they're gonna love it. Go ahead. What are you saying, Demi?
I think, well, this is just a long shot. Got back a team 3-2. I don't know who's maybe a Rashford, Bruno Pen.
3 goals.
And McTominay. You know them ones where you get 2 jammy penalties, which will be 2 of our goals, and then, I don't know, a back post.
Bro, I heard the stat, dummy, that Man United scored the same amount of goals as Luton.
No, I think it's less. I think we have less.
Woo!
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, I'm not lying. Luton have more goals than them because they scored 3 the other day.
It's not the same. I saw it last week. I said it's less. I'm pretty sure it's less. That's
Luton
how
Town, you know, with my man up front.
I'm gonna have to drop off camera, but I'll be back on the show.
I was literally gonna talk about Real Madrid. Do you want me to wait until after to talk about it?
No. We're good for 5. Okay, we'll do it now.
All right. Give me your thoughts on Real Madrid, Man City, because I feel like this is the tie of the quarterfinals, the biggest tie.
Have we left? By the way, have we left United Liverpool now? As in, like, is that gone now? Is our opportunity to make any points about that game finished?
The FA Cup, I want to kind of like smoothly transition away from it.
Yeah,
was that a smooth transition?
Jay,
all right, let it go, Jay. Let it go.
I'll let it go. No one cares anyway.
Why? Did you want to give a prediction on it?
I mean, at this point, it seems a little forced, you know. Like it seems like I'm.
Nah, you already brought attention to it. Speak your mind. Go ahead.
You know what? It's just gonna be cliche stuff in it. It's a big game for both sides. Both teams need it. You know. Oh yeah. Let's go to City. Let's go to City, Real Madrid. That's more exciting. Yeah.
No worries. So if you guys don't know, the draws for the Champions League was done for the teams that are not in it. And Real Madrid play Manchester City. Arsenal play Bayern Munich. Dortmund face who do they face? Is it Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid, and then PSG face Barcelona. Some juicy ties. Very interesting. You got the winner of Real Madrid, Man City face the winner of Bayern, Arsenal. And you have the winner of Barcelona and PSG face Atletico Madrid or Dortmund. So the much easier tie is on that side. The English teams are going to have to fire it out with the German giants and the Spanish giants. And yeah, you got the toughest tie of them all. First of all, I just want to say it's refreshing to see City get a tough tie because it seems like you guys always get an easy tie.
Listen. This nonsense about City always getting easy ties. Let's put this to bed. Please bed because the journey that I had last season was not an easy one. I was on the tough side of the draw last year. All right. I had to beat the German greats. I had to beat the Spanish greats last year. There was no question on what this treble had, how difficult it was, and what I had to do to accomplish it. Now, for me to have to play Real Madrid again, box office. This is it. Everyone's going to be tuning in. I'm really happy with the draw. I said it when I did a feature on Flawless's show, and I said, listen, they don't talk about David versus George. They don't talk about David versus Jimmy. They don't talk about Jamie versus Harold. They talk about David versus Goliath. That's the story that ends up being talked about.
Who are you out that story?
Who's Jamie and Harold?
Pick whichever one you want. Call me Goliath, call me David.
Just is right. Who are you in that comparison?
Okay, FYI, you played
David.
Bayern. You played Bayern in the semifinals. You played Real Madrid in the semifinals. You played Bayern in the quarterfinals. Playing them in the quarterfinals is much different.
Yeah, I understand that.
You've never played Real Madrid in the quarters, have you?
No. Well, what's the difference?
The difference is when you're in the semifinal, you're a lot further. There's less teams. You're obviously going to play the tougher sides.
No,
Okay, but my point is that I don't know this movement that Igal's trying to do. It has there's no point here. Whether it's quarters or semis, I have to face. I'm facing royalty.
Wait, I can't.
No, my point is, it's finally refreshing to see you get a tougher tie in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
I don't know where you're trying to move this goalpost, but I can't see.
It's probably easier to play a team if you want to go in the quarterfinals than it is in the semis, because semifinals is desperation. If you're like 2-1 down, you're gonna throw everything at you.
What are we doing here? Don't
react to it. Don't react to it.
I'm gonna back you here. Let me back you there. Yeah, I know you got to go. You haven't been. Where is he? You haven't been in the Champions League for a long time, Dammy. Yeah. This guy at top has not been in the Champions League for a long time. Wait. Don't be telling Veta, who's the Champions League winner, quarterfinals are less important. They're all important. How are you going to get to the final in the first place?
Wait, can you repeat what you just said? Start from the beginning.
He's talking about me, not you.
Talking about him. Yeah.
Oh,
all right. I'm gonna be off camera. I'll be back.
United haven't done a thing in the Champions League for.
That's what I'm trying to say. They haven't done anything in the Champions League for a long time. So
yeah.
He's got to go.
Who's staying down?
I'm gonna drop. So I'm gonna drop. But when you see another Vader profile, add me back because I'll be on the road.
While you're gone, we got Sam, who's a Real Madrid fan. So
wait, while I'm gone.
Oh,
did you miss me, broski?
All right, I'm gonna deal with him.
Be jumping on the other screen.
Yeah. I'll deal with it when I come back.
Jokes.
There you go. Have you missed me, broski?
Yeah, bro. Talk to me. You got Man City. How you feeling? You must be shitting yourself.
Listen, doesn't look like I'm surprised.
What a welcome to the show that
What an
was.
introduction. Man City, you must be shit.
Nah, do you know what? This time I'm actually more confident than the last time. I can't lie, because I predicted us to go. I predicted us to lose. Last year. I didn't in it. So this year I'm actually even more confident. Big up the chat, by the way, and everyone that's in it, but big up to everyone. And all of that. But no, I'm actually more confident this time than I was last season. I'll tell you why. Like, our defense is on the path with Arsenal's and Inter's in Europe this season. It's been super good. It's been super strong. And it's also there as well. There won't be another Cruz. There won't be a Modric playing in the midfield together. This time we're going to have players, much lower age that can run fast. They have the energy. We've got the defense. And I do believe with Jude as well, that is going to be one hell of a difference. One hell of a difference. For me, and another key thing as well, for me in the first leg, City, I have seen the fixture. They have played about 4 to 5 games before. They have 4 to 5 fixtures before we actually play. We've got 2. So we're going to have quite a few much more rest.
So could that be to your detriment? Because rest doesn't necessarily mean a good thing.
No. I'll tell you why. Because that right there could instantly increase the chances of City getting. And listen, I don't wish for this to happen, by the way. But that again, block that little cunt down there, mentioning my mother and all that. Yeah, you ain't gonna sit here and mention my family, you dickhead. Yeah.
Why do you always have people in the chat that are moving mad to you?
Yeah, but block that little cunt. Yeah, gonna sit there and mention my mother and all that shit, idiot. Yeah,
bro, don't let the chat get to you. What the
hell? Mention no. I'm not having any of that stuff, bro. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, about talking about my mom, you div. Yeah, you don't have one. Cry, div.
Yo, chill. Don't stoop to their level.
No. Screw them, man. I'm not having any of that, bro. Mentioning my family, bro. If you're gonna talk to me, yeah, talk to me in a football way. Don't mention my family.
Yo, Sam.
Anyways,
football, man. You need to chill out. We're all friends here, man. Like people, you can have a bit of banter, but like it's too much.
Yeah, you can banter me, but don't mention my mum for God's sake. What's she got to do?
No, exactly.
The point is, no, but I'm just saying, if you look at it from this perspective, if you have 4 to 5 games before you have to play us, we only have 2. The chances of you getting an injury increases by much. Obviously, they will rotate and all that, but they're in a title race. They're in a title race as well. People need to remember that. We have an 8-point lead, and it could extend even more by this coming week. But listen, man, for me, I will give City the edge so far. For me, they have, I'm going to say, I'm gonna say, do you know what? I'm gonna say 51-49. It's all for me going to depend on also who's gonna be fit. If everyone's gonna be fit, listen, man, it's an open game. It's an open game.
This is a juicy tie. Everyone deserves a crack at.
All right, listen, Miguel. We could actually play each other in the semi-final potentially.
Listen,
hey,
I'm gonna focus on beating Bayern in the first leg.
Man. One game at a time, but broski.
But after that, we're good. I'm confident we'll get through. I don't know about you though. I think you get through.
Which bit? What, the Bayern bit or the City Real Madrid bit?
You want to know something? Between City and Real Madrid, I'd rather play City because of Real Madrid's history in the Champions League and the fact that they friggin' like these guys just always end up at finals every year.
It's not just that. One more thing. If I get to the semi-final, the second leg will be played at the Bernabeu. And Madrid in the last 10 to 12 years haven't lost at full time or extra time any single semi-final game.
We were the first team drawn. So even if we were in the final, we're away.
Hey, I love that they did that.
But does that really mean anything? I mean, fine, they get a bit more fans, but I don't think that's gonna mean that is a one-off game for me. That was just like whatever. It doesn't really mean that much. That is a one-off game.
Let's go to Jay. What are you saying, Jay? Because you haven't gotten a word on this stream much. What are you saying on Real Madrid?
I haven't said much on the stream. You know, it's fine. It's okay. I've been indulgent. Nice draw. I mean, obviously, as an overall, it's one of those things where people talk about heritage, but sometimes is your team good? I think Sam made some good points about the age of the profiles of the player, and he knows his team's going to be doing a lot of running. He knows his team's going to be chasing that ball, and if you look at the matchup, there's nice narratives. There's the Foden Bellingham one. I don't think the Spanish league has been as bad as maybe people think it is. I think it's not a bad league. I don't think it's necessarily as strong as the Italian league at the moment, but I think as a whole.
Hey Jay, who's got the most teams in the UCL? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Saying.
But obviously when we do the coefficient, which is literally the way that we can calculate it all, you're a distant fourth at the moment.
Yeah,
so
but that gap is.
I'm trying to help you, bro. Like,
listen, it's not all about the Champions League. Also, the conference.
That's what I'm saying. As in, like in the Europa League, those Spanish teams haven't done well.
Yo, what the fuck? Mikel, how are you allowing this stuff in your comment section, by the way? Mikel, what? Bro, do you even understand what you've just wrote to me?
Yeah.
Mikel, mate, I'm sorry, mate, but...
Bro, I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm literally trying to speak to you guys. Next thing you know, this guy says it. My bad.
Yeah,
let's try to get back on track.
Honestly, you disgusting fool. That's what you are, mate.
He literally made another account just to get at you.
Absolutely not.
Sorry about that, Sam. So in terms of the game, it's I wouldn't say it's wide open. I'd say City are for me, I think City are the slight favorites. I think City are the slight favorites.
What?
Are they not for you?
Hold on. Real Madrid, 4 UCLs. You guys are saying City are favorites.
Yeah, but
what
happened? You said what happened last season, Beta?
No, bro, you are the favorites in this time.
Right. So Beta, you beat them last season. Yeah, you are the okay. The bookies, like bookmakers, they don't get things wrong that often. Yeah. Like, as in, that's why they're the bookies. The house always wins, that's why they say that. Now, they have you as the UCL favorites. Yeah? They have you as the favorites for this tie. Me personally saw with my very own eyes, you beat Real Madrid last season. So when you say 4 Champions League in a row, I'll say, who are the current Champions League holders?
This is let me say this, Jay. Let me say this. Real Madrid, 14 Champions Leagues. Listen, for City to be favorites against them, this is something.
Bro, you've been favorites for time. In all of these years, people put you at favorites, bro.
This is something. No, but you don't understand. You don't understand. As a humble City fan, to have everyone now look at my club and say we are favorites against UCL royalty. Like, think about it for a second.
You know for a fact I'm talking to a man who's literally witnessed the Champions
Wait. Haven't Man City been the favourites to win the Champions League?
Yeah, by the bookies as well, Jay.
For the last 6 years. Like, every year we go into it, and most people say you're the favourites. Rome did have always been there. So
Okay.
it's not. I got over that like 6 years ago.
Now I don't listen to the bookies.
But being the favourites is being the favourites. If you don't win, you just didn't bring it home. Like, no one's gonna kick your ass about it. It's just the thing is, City have lost the final to Chelsea. Are you guys telling me this?
I just want to know before we move on, Jay. Does everyone agree with you that City are the favorites? Because I think City are the favorites. Ches?
No, I think Real Madrid got a chance still.
We're not saying they don't have a chance.
It's
We're saying who's the favorite.
Guys,
People in the chat, let me know who's the favorites.
Okay, let me say this, guys.
The
I pray, genuinely pray for the day where Rax can be favorites against Real Madrid in the UCL. I pray for a day when Egal and Arsenal can be favorites in a UCL or favorites against Real Madrid. I pray for all of you on this panel for one day to be favorites against Real Madrid in the UCL. Like, let's think about this.
Look at this guy.
You're doing a good job.
Wow.
People with weak backbones might be getting swayed by the words that you're saying. It's not a bad job he's doing at all. He's putting me against the world. He's illustrated the level that Real Madrid are. But we all know that Man City are Man City. I don't want to see Man City lose to a team that doesn't have a striker. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why? I'm not saying that you are not. Listen, it's a close match. Let's say 55-45 in City's favor, 60-40 in City's favor.
Bro, let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Who does Arsenal have better odds to beat? Real Madrid or City?
Wait, why do you get through Bayern Munich first?
We're going to talk about that in a second.
Let's talk about that separately.
Egal, I'll tell you this right now. It all depends on what you say. If you've beaten City, once this season in the league,
we're undefeated versus Real Madrid in our club's history.
Oh God,
speak on it.
Do you really want to?
Look, he's smiling. He knows. How many times have you played him once?
You see Rack up there. You see Rack. He knows you don't chat like that, yeah. Because when the white shark comes out on the sea, bro, yeah. I'm hungry for blood, innit? Egal, I'll ask you the question. Who do you think you're more suited to play? Who do you think?
I would rather play City because of the familiarity. I think Real Madrid would be more of a shock. Would be more like a fear factor thing.
Yeah.
And their experience in the competition will cost us. But yeah, guys, if you guys were to make a prediction right now, who would go through out of the two? Rack, who are you saying goes through?
I think City will go through. The Arsenal one is a weird one because there's lots of stuff going on there, right? Arsenal fans, obviously, they want to right the wrongs of several humiliations in the UCL. They're scarred, decades of scarring, right? And now may be the time to do it. But at the same time, you've seen these narratives play out before, and sometimes the team who's a stronger team, like in the past, they don't actually end up pulling it because maybe there's something going on. I would say City will play Arsenal in the next round, but I think City are bigger favourites than you guys are.
I will say this: for me, whoever wins this tie, for me, will get to the final. I'll say that right now.
Hey, I think Arsenal and Bayern might have something to say about that, so we're going to talk about that in a second.
We'll see.
Egal, before you do that, let me just say this. And I respect all of you on this panel, and that's why these words about City being favorites, it's touching me right now.
Vader, you still have 115 charges on your name, mate. Yeah, don't think I'm gonna forget that. Don't think I'm gonna forget that, mate.
He's not even in the same. He's been in the same league as you. And he's talking about
115 charges.
Oh, listen, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
I'll hear corruption. I'll hear corruption from any other club but Real Madrid. You need to relax there, Sam.
Listen, have I been charged? Have I been charged? I'm just saying.
Have you been moving cleanly? Are you gonna say that?
Maybe not.
Or maybe not. No, I just want to.
Let's sell another training ground, eh?
If any club is going to talk about cheating, Real Madrid shouldn't.
Exactly. That's what I want to point out. But I'm gonna say this.
I'm just saying.
Because again, there's a lot of daggers being thrown at City, a lot of stones being thrown at City. A lot of you want to say, y'all can't believe that City have had more revenue than Real Madrid, but in the same breath, you want to say that City are favorites in a Champions League or in a matchup versus Real Madrid. All those things come together when sponsors are looking to place their bets on certain clubs. So let's just relax. If there's so many favorites want to be placed on City, you can understand why revenue can reach a certain level because others are placing bets on City as well. That's all I want to say as we transition.
You didn't need to go down that avenue. You could just said you're a better team. Don't go down the money. Yeah. It's about why more revenue.
It all comes together.
By the way,
a certain Danny has to go, but he's been waiting for us to talk about Arsenal. So let's get to the big tie.
It's the main event.
I don't know if you guys know.
I've got to shoot, yeah? I've got to shoot, brother, yeah?
No worries, bro. Have a good one.
Just get money quick. Take care, people.
I don't know if you guys know, but I have been saying I wanted Bayern Munich for time.
I saw that, guys.
And the reason why I've been saying I wanted Bayern Munich was for many reasons. Now, I'm just going to show you guys some quick little segments.
Are you going to tell us the reasons, though?
I got documents.
Okay.
This was me, Bayern Munich in the Champions League group stages. I want to face them. I'm telling you right now. Clip it. Post it everywhere. Bring me Bayern Munich. Arsenal versus Bayern Munich in the group stages. I need this. I want this. That was me asking for them in the group stages. Right. Then I also have the situation where we're talking about on my channel earlier in the season, and we're saying we'd rather play Bayern.
Well done. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. No, I actually do agree with that. I don't think we're necessarily the team that's most capable of winning the Champions League, and I don't think we're definitely the favourites to win the league. But at the end of the day, no, that logic's right. Like if we want to win the Champions League and we want to win it at Wembley, I think the best thing to do is get a Real Madrid or Bayern out of the way, bring that confidence. If you can.
And then you also have this situation: the fact that their fans are banned for the away leg. Their fans are not able to come to the away leg because of the 3-1 win versus Lazio. They threw fireworks on the pitch, and they now have a one-match stadium ban. So they're not going to have any fans. The Emirates is going to be a real cauldron. It's going to be a whole thing where it's going to be filled, and we're going to have to take advantage of that tie. The tie at home with no away fans, we need to take advantage there. Well, if we do take advantage there, it could be a lot more easier. But overall, I believe they might have a better goalkeeper, but I feel like we have a better defense. We have a better midfield than them. The only thing they might have is a better attack than us. But hey, even then, we've shown that we can score with the best of them.
Yeah, I can ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a better team than Porto?
Yes, but Porto play different. Porto don't play so. This is why I didn't want. One second. This is why I didn't want Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid is worse than Real Madrid and City for me because the style of play. What do you call it? You guys, Rak could tell you he's played against Atletico. What do you call it?
We have.
You played against Atletico. You beat them 1-0. You also have Vader who played against Atletico. He could tell you how much of a shit house team that is. You don't want to play them.
No, I've got a point though to this. I've got a point. My point is this. You're saying Porto are Are you saying they're defensive? Is that what you're saying? Because they weren't defensive at the Emirates.
No. I'm saying Porto are one of those teams that try to get into fights and less football.
Well, God, they were doing that when we played them last time. We smacked them. They were doing that when they played Liverpool and they smacked them. So my thing is this: what if
they did that against Inter last year and they only got by 1 goal?
Inter got to a final. You never got to a final over
No, but Inter had 1 goal scored against them throughout 2 legs to beat them.
We're not going to go back to last season. Let's talk about that recent, right? But I'm just going to land with this point.
No, but you spoke about 3 seasons ago, 4 seasons ago.
It interjects me hella. Another my point, yeah. Arsenal's a bit rattled already. I didn't say anything rattle worthy.
Nobody's rattled. When somebody challenges your point, they're not rattled.
Oh,
Let me ask a guy a question then, yeah. So you're better than Porto, but their style of play was the reason why you couldn't score many goals and you couldn't create a lot of chances. Fair enough.
True.
That's actually a fair argument. Why are we so confident? Why are you so confident of playing against Bayern Munich, who are literally experiencing this competition, right? Having experienced managers competition, won it recently, have better players than you in some positions, not most positions. I'll be fair to Arsenal. What makes you feel like you could turn on the Champions League, but they can't?
Bro, I believe we have a better team than Bayern. I believe we're playing better than Bayern. And I believe this Bayern team is there for the taking. I believe this Bayern team could get a smackdown.
Okay, so where would this game be won and lost for you then?
This game will be won in the midfield.
And
I think we have a better midfield than them.
Okay. So
I think we have a better defense than them. And I feel like we know Harry Kane. We know how he plays. This is a team that's played Harry Kane at least twice every year.
Midfield in Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Kimmich and Musiala.
Yeah, we got a better midfield than them.
I wouldn't say it's better. I would say it's on par. I wouldn't say it's better.
Yeah,
okay, if you want to say it's on par, fair. But we definitely have a better defense than them. For God's sakes, they got Harry Maguire and they got Eric Dyer in their defense.
He doesn't start like that. That narrative is pissing me off.
Bro, Eric Dyer literally started in a title challenge.
Yeah, but, bro, Kim is their starter.
Yeah, Kim's the starter.
They play a back three against.
I don't know. He might be injured. I don't know, but he might not. I don't know. But Upamecano was suspended, and De Ligt, I don't know, whoever. Eric Dyer will not start if everyone's fit. Let's just be serious.
Let me ask you this. You seem very confident, guys, that Arsenal are going to lose to Bayern Munich. Am I wrong?
No one said that. Don't gaslight.
I haven't said that. You're the one that spoke.
You're saying.
Okay. I don't think it's disrespectful. I don't think it's disrespectful to say that Bayern Munich are very open. They concede a lot of goals. This Arsenal team is better defensively. We just need to be able to figure out how to manage the two-legged ties. Because Arteta hasn't been able to do that well throughout his career.
I agree with you, Gal, on that. That's actually fair. I'm not hating for a reason. I'm trying to be objective. I'm just trying to say, before the Arsenal-Porto game, yeah, Jay, me, Dammy, Veta, you, the 1,000 million fans on Twitter, everyone who's pundits would have said, Arsenal smacking Porto. No, so, Gal, why didn't you smack Porto? In hindsight, I'm hearing they're a tough team and they play defensively. Where was his energy beforehand?
You want to know something? In hindsight, they only scored.
Change how you played them. I told you beforehand.
But
in hindsight,
to be fair, one thing I would say is when I spoke to Igal before the game, I said Arsenal would get through like after extra time. Like obviously it went to penalties, but I didn't actually think that Arsenal, like based on the first. I got what you're saying, and I think that's an important point when you judge the Arsenal Bayern game, because initially it depends on how much of a Premier League bias you have when you look at the game. Now, if you look at how much difficulty the fourth place team in Portugal gave Arsenal, you can run whatever narrative you want about style of play and this and that. But that was the fourth place team in Portugal giving you, a lot of issues. Tuchel is a very good cup manager, like as in like he can turn it on. It's a tough tie because yes, Bayern's midfield isn't what it was, and yes, Tuchel's leaving at the end of the season, but you look at the attack, like Coman should be fit. Yeah, you've got Kane, you got Musiala, you got Tell. Yeah, I don't really rate Gnabry that much in 2024, but Gnabry's another option. Yeah, and they've got Pavlovic who started playing now, so it's probably going to be Pavlovic and Goretzka and maybe Kimmich at right back. So the team that Arsenal are going to play is going to be maybe a better team or a better version of Bayern than they've been playing over the last few weeks. So in as much as a freedom that Bayern will have now, because everyone knows that it's the end this season. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of, and then for everybody, for Veta's saying, well, it's like, oh, it's Real Madrid, it's Real Madrid, it's Real Madrid. Then one could make the same argument. It's Bayern Munich. It's Bayern Munich. Last time you guys played, it was 10-2. Like, Do you know what I mean? Like, as in when somebody asks when the bus is coming.
How many players from that 10 coming are there?
No,
No, but it's still.
What we can say though, right? See, I think if City play their best and Real Madrid play their best, I think City beat them.
Yeah.
I think if Bayern Munich play their best and Arsenal play their best,
I don't know
it's
who
not
wins.
clear. It's
Yeah,
not clear.
I don't know who wins that game.
That's right. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The overconfidence is weird. It's
Who's
almost as though
overconfident? I'm just saying I think my team can win.
I can't know my point. Why I'm hearing overconfidence is all the Arsenal fans, there's a lot of copium. Yes, Bayern Munich, revenge arc. If I was you, I would say no, not Bayern Munich. I don't want revenge arc yet. Maybe in the final, maybe semi-final, where you've only got 3 games to play. But there's a lot of pressure to have a revenge arc in the quarter-final against a team.
Oh, Matt, listen.
I welcome the pressure.
Real Madrid. We were supposed to beat Real Madrid in the second final. We're like, this is our time. We need to take revenge for that last final.
By the way, guys, this is results last year by Munich and Man City. Man City treble winners. 1-1, 2-1 Man City. That's a team that scraped to win the league last game of the season.
Wait, didn't Bayern also miss a pen, or am I wrong? They might have scored it. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was a close game.
So you're saying we're confident?
Yeah, it's a close game, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not saying don't be confident. I'm saying people are pushing down Bayern Munich by universally pushing out Arsenal. It should just be like
Bayern Munich have not been as good. If there's ever going to be a time for somebody to humiliate them, it's not going to be Arsenal, I don't think, obviously, right? Okay. The thing is, the reality is it's going to be a close tie. It's going to be a tight situation. This whole thing, Arsenal's going to get humiliated like they used to. That's not going to happen. It's going to be a lot closer. I hear you guys. Where we feel confident is we got the first game at home, no fans. I feel like we have a better defense than them. I feel like we have a better overall squad than them. Our squad harmony is a lot better because this is the same team that when they lost a couple games ago to Leverkusen, we're talking about the fact that they lack hunger and desire, and they just see all these faults with their squad, and they're coming in here with the sheer arrogance. I don't know if you guys seen Thomas Muller's video, but he's like, Arsenal. He starts smiling and giggling and stuff.
But can you blame him? Can you actually blame him? Like the thing of Arsenal fans, you have to understand here that you get merit when you win. So if you go and win this Champions League, I don't think anyone will speak to you ever again. They will leave you alone for the foreseeable future. Just like if you win the league, people will leave you alone. But until you do so, nobody's going to respect the team fully. And we'll give you your respect. I think you're a good team. I think you're one of the best teams. But to get the respect that you truly want from your peers, you're going to have to win. You're going to have to beat Bayern Munich like you're saying you're going to do. You have to beat Real Madrid or City like you think you might do. You then win the Champions League, and that's the conversation done.
You want to know something? We win this tie, the narrative will be spun.
No, but win the Champions League. Win the Champions League. That's all I want you to do. Win it.
No, but if we beat Bayern, the logic will be you're not going to beat City or Real Madrid.
Okay, and if you don't beat either of them, then we're back to square one.
Okay, but Igal, you have also just listed a number of reasons why Arsenal are better than Bayern Munich.
Yeah, so but the moment we win, it will be spun as if Bayern are shit.
Yeah, but you're saying the way Arsenal fans are talking.
The same people who are saying you're going to lose to Bayern.
You've also just said you've got some. I've never heard squad harmony prop before, but we said Arsenal have better squad harmony.
You never heard squad harmony prop.
Squad harmony. I've never heard. Never in a live forum have I heard anyone say we have better squad harmony than them.
Of course, when there's disruption and problems at a club, it doesn't necessarily breed success, does it?
Go, just win these trophies, and all of this will stop. I promise you, will stop. That's all.
We gotta win something.
You have to. If you don't, you're back to square one.
Let's look at the actual Champions League draw quickly. Do you guys have you guys seen how the bracket looks?
Yeah. Did the video earlier.
Let me just pull it up. Because the way I was looking at it, all I could see was it's gonna be hard. We got the hardest side. City, Real Madrid, Arsenal with Bayern, PSG, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, Barcelona. They have the easier side. Who do you think gets through from their side?
I think let's go Madrid for me.
Yeah, there's no clear favourites, so it's quite hard to pick. So whoever anyone says that's not Dortmund, I can't really dispute.
Yeah, it's true. PSG, I don't know if they've got the play.
The last team I want to see in a final is Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, that'll be tough. Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't even know. I can't even explain.
I would love I would love to see a PSG or Barcelona in the final because they would lose to either of us.
You never know. You never
The
know.
thing with
I
PSG,
don't know. I don't know,
it's just they've
like,
got
Europe
the
is
thing
Europe,
they,
isn't
they
it?
have, yeah. PSG, if PSG on the day show up and play to their maximum potential, they will play. They will give any team a game.
No, it's
You
true.
can't,
Basically-
you can't discount Mbappe.
If I get to the final, I want to be facing the likes of PSG or Atletico Madrid. I don't want to face a team that has a Champions League under their belt before.
Would you take Dortmund then?
I
Did they
think
have a
Dortmund would.
But
Dortmund actually has
Atletico don't
heritage.
have.
They won it before.
Atletico don't have. Atletico don't have a Champions League under their belt.
Yeah, that's why.
No,
But
they
that's
have
why I
won
said
on
I'd rather
Champions
face
League.
them.
Yes, you said that. You said that to be fair.
Yeah, so what? You take Dortmund then? You would.
Wait, no, but you said you wouldn't want to play them in a finals
Bro,
game.
the reality is, do you guys believe in heritage or no?
50-50. Like the team has to be. The
To
team has to be
some
somewhat.
extent,
Yeah, you
but-
can't be rubbish and say heritage.
Yeah.
Like some-
Like, look at Dortmund, for example. They've won the Champions
Dortmund
League.
have heritage. They've been to a
Yeah, but
final
they-
in
they're
our
not getting
lifetime,
it.
bro.
Yeah, but they're not winning.
Dortmund have won it
They-
twice.
Yeah,
Dortmund-
they won it
Dortmund-
twice.
just
They've been in a
Dortmund,
final in
yeah.
our lifetime. They have heritage.
But they're not
So
winning.
are you saying that like you don't want to face any teams that are either? Would you rather face a team that's in good form, or that's not got heritage, or has heritage but is not in good form? I.e., Bayern Munich in the final.
Bro, I already have to face Bayern. The reality
I'm
is,
talking
I
about in the
have my
final.
order.
There. Talking about one-off game.
If-
What would you prefer?
This is my order. I'd face Dortmund, PSG, Barcelona, Bayern, Atletico, Man City, Real Madrid. But if I had to pick one team to avoid completely, like the plague, it would have to be Atletico Madrid, because their style of play is the worst style of play to go up against.
The funniest thing is, they don't actually play as bad or negative as people say in 2024.
Yeah, but I
actually-
seen that Inter game and I was just like, I
But
don't want that.
that was just Inter, in my
Oh,
opinion,
they won
underestimating them. Inter underestimated them. Like
Inter should have won, to be honest. I mean, you said that game. I watched it. Inter should have won.
Yeah, they should have won exactly.
What's his
So,
name? Thuram had hella chances, man.
All right, so is everyone picking Man City versus Real Madrid? Be honest. We're gonna go with the majority out of everyone. So I'm going Man City.
I'm gonna put my hand. I know the only one. I'm gonna say Real Madrid.
I might have to agree only because of what happened last year. I think they would want revenge. So I don't think Man City have been that good either this year. And I don't know. Yeah, I think Real Madrid with chess as well.
What you saying, Jay? Is he there?
Must have played.
Jay's abstaining.
Vader, what you saying?
You're asking me about Real Madrid and City.
Yep.
Of course, City.
No, but like, how you think it's gonna be tough? Or you
You know what? People, I do some really.
I'll let Jay speak and then I'll come back. Go ahead.
I big up Chris with the super chat. Just to let you know, bro, I live in the UK, but definitely I'm gonna be coming back to the GTA in the summer. So we'll speak to you. I'll see you then. Hopefully.
So good breakdown by people. I like to think of myself as a man that can change his opinion when given new information. It's what I call modern Manning. May have to work on the title of that. So the point I'm trying to make here is that Real Madrid, City haven't been as impressive as they've been before this season. And in the big games this season, when City played Arsenal, played Liverpool twice, played Spurs, played Villa, they ain't beat any of those teams. So whilst I did say that City are the favourites for this tie, I may recant some of that hubris that I had behind that original statement and say, I think Madrid could do this. Like,
Okay.
I think they could.
Yeah, I'm
So
not the only
after all
one.
that, I'm not mistaken. Dami and Rack, you guys are going for City.
No, I said Madrid. I said it's get back
Okay.
season.
Rack.
Look, both teams are experienced, and so neither of them should be overawed by this tie. It's a big game, and they understand the implications of it. So therefore, I'm going to pick the team that I think, if they play to the maximum potential, they will win. And I think City are potentially the better team than Real Madrid.
Okay, so to be
And
fair,
therefore, we'll go to-
Ches,
You go, Joe.
Jay, and Dami went with Real Madrid, so it's 3-2. And of course, Bater, you're gonna go with a Man City also. And if
Yeah.
Sam was here, he would have gone with Real Madrid. So it would have technically been a draw. Let
It's
the
up to
chat
you,
decide.
You guys, on you. You're the final
Let
marker.
let the chat decide. Let the chat decide. Everyone in the chat, let me know who you think's gonna win. Who do you think's gonna win between Real Madrid and Manchester City? What about Bayern Arsenal? What you guys saying?
Arsenal.
I can't lie to you. I don't have a prediction for that one.
No, damn you can't cop
No,
out, bro.
but okay then. Okay, if you really want me to, let me get my hater out, my true hater out of me. I'll pick Bayern Munich. If you want the answer, Bayern Munich. Because I think they're both equal teams, but the away leg is at Bayern, isn't it? That's the second leg. So I think even if they keep it a close game in the first leg and then beat you at home.
I mean, stop.
I think advantage Arsenal.
I believe Martin Odegaard in Martinelli in Saka. Arsenal are going to do it, man. They're going to make it to the final. Let's go!
So that's 1-1. What are you saying? Jay's a hater, so he's gonna say Bayern.
No, I mean, I'm not hating because people that know me. I'm a Barclays guy. Do you know what I mean? I'm always like, Prem's the best league in the world, rah rah rah. So you need to have a healthy balance between saying that and then also needing the teams in the competition to do well. There's no Liverpool this year. Thanks, Rax. Yeah, so there's no heritage there. So
Hey,
I think you've got. Do you know what I mean? You've got as far as I need you to go in order to protect the coefficient. Do you know what I mean? I don't need you to go any further. You've done what you needed to do. You didn't disgrace us against Porto. Thank you, Igal. But now you can let the big clubs take it from here. You know what I mean? Don't the clubs with the European heritage. Let them handle this final, big matches. I think for me, you have to understand what happens if you win the game, Igal. Are you ready to give up your Premier League title chances to win this game? Because I'm saying I don't think you've got enough at this stage of your development to play City twice, Tottenham, and City again, in a row. Yeah.
You know what? We're actually about to talk about that. I think this might be the perfect segue. But before we go there, just give me your predictions so we can get into the title race chat.
I think you're a better team than
You're
Bayern.
having like a football orgasm.
No, over your football, never. I was, and also pause, but mainly never. So I'll go with. I think you're a better side than Bayern. Agenda aside, I do think you're better. Whether or not you're mature enough as a team to navigate this tie, we'll find out. But I'm gonna go with Arsenal.
There you go. We got 178 people watching on YouTube. Do me a favor. Let's get over 100 likes. We just need 30 more likes. Do me that favor. Igal, what happened to your head? Ali, if you don't know, I had surgery the other day. Alhamdulillah, everything's okay. They just had to remove something from my forehead. I had a little
brain. They took his brain away.
Yeah, so it's all fixed, alhamdulillah. But yeah, and then so who hasn't said? Ches, you said yours. Arsenal Bayern?
Yeah, I said I mocked it, but I think Arsenal win overall because I think, yes, like you said, you're in better form. You got the better cohesive team, and I feel like Bayern Munich, this will be their last straw in terms of their season over. So, yeah.
So I'll give a similar answer to last one. I think two teams, and you both. It's a big game, and if Arsenal plays their potential and Bayern plays their potential, I think it's very close. Bayern on the plus side have been there. They know what it feels like, and there's going to be a degree of nervousness and uncertainty, I think, about Arsenal. But Arsenal have had an excellent season and are playing better, and I think that will just be enough to get them over the hill. So I think Arsenal will get through.
I kind of messed up the image. I need to fix it. And then Vader.
Yeah, listen. I think the same. I think the way Rack's speaking right now, you can hear the PTSD, you can hear the scarring from Real Madrid over the years, right? And I think there's something similar with what Arsenal have had to face with Bayern. But there's a time when you've got to overcome it. There's a time when you've got to be like, listen.
Hey, Vader
no-
shot for 2 clubs at the same time. That's cold. Hey, mate, I love that. Man.
You're loving it, eh?
I love that.
but yeah, the reason is, Chez, the reason is we speak from personal experience, right? Remember those 2 goals in injury time that knocked City out?
Oh, yeah.
So then he
Remember Monaco?
overcame
Remember
it last
Monaco?
season, so that's why
Remember
you're
Monaco?
Sterling's miss against Leon. He's projecting.
Remember Monaco?
He's coming out. Wrong thing. I'll let you land.
Remember Leon? Remember Leon? Damn.
Leon Sterling
You,
miss.
you know what's messed up about all you frauds is I was quiet when every one of you were speaking, and then when I try to get my lyrics
you're
out,
public enemy number 1.
I get it. I try to get my lyrics out, and you guys step all over it. Nah, I'm gonna say this with regards to this Bayern game. There's a time when you got to overcome, right? There's a time when you don't have European heritage and all that stuff, and you got to earn it. You got to get it. If there's the storylines in this Champions League are amazing, and Bayern Arsenal. Can you draw up a better storyline with regards to what's happened over the past years when you guys faced each other? I think it's going to be a tough match. Tuchel is just nasty like that, though. I think as great as Arsenal have been looking, you know what? I'm gonna give I think this is the year where Arsenal do it. I think Arsenal come out of this tie, and then it'll be Arsenal City.
Are you worried? Would you rather play Bayern?
No, I slapped up Bayern last year.
Okay, fair. So
Listen,
you'd rather play Bayern then?
No. I've said this. And I'm going to continue to say this. Other men don't move like me. I want to fight Tyson. I want to fight the biggest, baddest man on the planet. Okay, I don't want the easy route. They talk about David and Goliath because it's David and Goliath. I said this earlier. David and George is not a story. No one's talking about that today. If I got to face the toughest opponent in Real and whoever's the toughest on that other side, bring it on. If you believe that's you, Egal, let's see each other after.
All right. You know what?
The only person who talked about David and George was Vader himself. No one else mentioned David and George and Kevin and Perry and whoever else you're talking about.
We're going to talk about Tottenham now. And the reason why we're going to talk about Tottenham, Jay, you're going to love this section. I've seen this photo floating about everywhere. Tottenham basically crowning the champion this year. And we know for a fact they're not trying to put it on Saka's head. We know they always take those points off of.
Well, we can't put it on our own heads. No, we can't just.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Jay, you know what? You could take this segment. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. All right, so the way I see this, right, is big 3 games, yeah? But Spurs are playing 2 of them at home. So the one thing I know about the Liverpool game is the game will not be decided until the 91st minute. Going off our Tottenham and Liverpool, yeah? Much love. Now, Arsenal coming to our stadium, right? I think Spurs have been the best team to go to Arsenal this season. Yeah, I think we played the best out of all the teams. I think Porto played better than us in a different way, but I think Spurs were the best team to actually come and try and play football and be effective in creating some chances. And, so Arsenal coming to Spurs, I don't think Spurs fans, I think the Spurs players know it's unacceptable for Arsenal to leave with a victory. They know that.
Arsenal won, you're chalking it down as a loss.
I'm saying the Arsenal game, Spurs you are not leaving our stadium with a win in that game. Like there's no way. Like as in the players cannot allow that to happen. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna say, looking at this, we played City in January in the FA Cup. And we were missing a few players, and they were able to bring on Doku and KDB and stuff, and they had too much for us. Yeah, they had too much for us, but it still took set piece, to break us down. So the City and Arsenal game, I'm more confident that Spurs won't lose than the Liverpool game. Because Liverpool with 10 men were rocking our world. Like, as in, like, when we played Liverpool and the other man sent off, they were still giving it us. Do you know what I mean? But by the same token, City did play very well in the FA Cup game, and they gave us a little bit of a lesson of where we're at versus where they're at. So I'd say in order of confidence, I would probably say City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and that's the order of confidence I've had. I'm the most confident we'll get a result against City, and the least confident we'll get a result against Liverpool. But that might also be baked into historically, because historically we've done very well against City, and historically we've lost a lot at Liverpool when we play them away. So then there's probably a hint of bias, in my opinion. So yeah, it's a tricky one, but I don't envisage us losing the home games. Whether that we win or draw, I'm not sure, but I don't envisage. I think we've got enough, especially with the squad, especially with the players being fully fit. Taking into account Spurs didn't lose a game until that Chelsea game when everything imploded. I think it's going to be tough for all three teams to beat us.
Okay, let me ask Rack a simple question. Rack, do you tend to beat Tottenham at your ground on a regular basis?
Yeah.
Okay, so advantage Liverpool there, right? Then you go to Vader. Vader, do you tend to get points at Tottenham away?
No.
Do you think the win earlier? Do you think the win earlier this season? Vader, do you think the win earlier this season in the FA Cup maybe like changed something for you guys?
Well, I mean, there's unfortunately there's trophy winning tax on that one, right? So I think we were in favor of winning that game because just
fair.
It's
an astute observation there.
Yeah. We had there's an added layer to that matchup on why it kind of favored us. But going away to Spurs and getting a win has been very difficult for City. So am I of all the remaining matches, that's one of my least confident ones. But the season prior, a couple seasons ago, we actually went without getting a win versus Chelsea. That was the same season where Chelsea went on to win the Champions League versus us. The next year, we responded and got results. I'm hoping that Spurs away is no longer a tough thing for us, or maybe, it will be a tough thing for us, but we need to get the points. And when it's the business end, that's when City really show up, and we got to match whatever Liverpool do as well as whatever Arsenal do. I don't know where it fits in terms of who plays first that weekend, but if any of you play before us, I'm confident we can get a result just because of how important that game's going to be.
Okay. And then now I'm going to ask straight questions. Rack, looking at this, do you acknowledge that you have the advantage in this situation?
I think that I've said for a while, if we beat City, we become favourites. We didn't beat City, so I don't think we're the favourites. I think it's very tight, and I still think City are marginally the favourites. I think Arsenal and Liverpool, I think is close. I put us mildly above you guys, but that's it. I don't think there's much in it, but City have been there, done that numerous times, and look, I think what could end up being pivotal is the European competitions. Obviously, we're still in it, but we don't have. Even if we're playing like the Milans and stuff like that, which we won't, there's not as much hype around it. We can maybe get through without necessarily playing our strongest team or playing teams of the same intensity. The run up to the Arsenal Bayern game. There's been Arsenal fans have been having like a nervous breakdown about it already, right? About the whole let's get revenge, let's make up for lost opportunities and all that kind of stuff. And
nervous breakdown. The only person having a nervous breakdown is Lee Gunner because he's going to have to swallow his pride.
Well, who knows, right? But listen, even before this, why did you want Bayern Munich?
I wanted Bayern Munich
Because you want
I wanted
revenge.
Bayern Munich because
you want,
honestly,
because you want revenge. Yeah, you want revenge. And
two
in a
things.
sense,
One,
and in a
revenge,
sense, that's a little bit of a head
respect.
loss because then you're taking it out of the place.
Revenge and respect. I feel like we don't get respected enough.
Okay, but both of those are emotional traits, right? You agree?
Yeah, but Liverpool's whole MO right now is emotion.
Yeah. But that's the whole point. We are emotional all the time. This isn't Arsenal. You've created your "I'll never walk alone" last season. Your manager has started doing his fist pumps this season. This is your emotion. This is your manufactured emotion. You're trying to be us.
What?
You're trying to be us.
It's coming out.
Listen.
Oh, do you want to know what the funniest? Do you want to know what the funniest thing is? I feel other ones say once again. I feel Liverpool and Arsenal fans clash. They clash so much because they're so similar to each other. You're so similar.
Listen, I'm bantering.
No.
Right?
I seen your tweet. I seen your tweet. You're not bantering. You tweeted
Which
this.
one?
You said imitation is the best form of flattery or something.
It is.
It is.
And now you're saying we're trying to beat you.
What was the second line after that? I was saying we Liverpool. We shouldn't be angry that you're doing that. We shouldn't be angry.
I see Liverpool fans. I see Liverpool fans calling Arsenal cringe, calling us a weird club.
Yeah, but we shouldn't. But that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't be angry about it.
But when we face each other, we're the only person who comes and actually shows respect to Liverpool to different ways. Like, how many times have we come to you guys and we've commemorated situations or anything that's happened with you in your past histories? We show some level of respect. Other teams don't.
I think we're getting onto. I think we're getting into a slightly different discussion. When we're talking about class and we're talking about, I think not many people would argue and say that Arsenal aren't a historic, well-regarded, treasured member of the football community. I don't think anyone's saying that.
Look at Vader's
tweets. Listen, Mr. 115, you can sit down. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Man saying 115 like it's the local bus department. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sitting on a top bunk, yeah.
And Jay, the whole reason why he has Van Dijk is because he stole my scouting report, and he's want to say one more time.
Yo, 1 second. They were about to sign Van Dijk before
if you leave your password stuck to your monitor, what do you want me to do?
Yo, 1 second. The thing is, every fan base has main character syndrome, but Liverpool fans are the only ones claiming that we copyright celebrations, and they also claim we copyright logos. I said the other day, Raya is proving the doubters wrong. Somebody said to me, "Get your own lingo." I didn't know proving the doubters wrong was Liverpool lingo.
I think it wasn't something to doubters to believers or something like that. I think that was.
You knew what you were doing, ago.
Well, I didn't. I genuinely just said it. I didn't know it had any connotations with Liverpool. Also, don't bring banners to your ground because Liverpool started that. Don't wear puffy jackets because Liverpool started that. Don't wear hats at games because Liverpool started that. Don't buy beers because Liverpool started that. All these things Liverpool started. Apparently, there's a whole thread.
Copy the veneers as well.
Bro, no look goals. You can't do no look goals. You can't do this. Jude Bellingham copied Salah. Mad. Anyways,
I didn't know there was a list. I didn't know there was a list.
Rack, the list is long. The list is long. But before we go any further, I'm just gonna ask: Are you gonna claim that you're favorites, or you still think City are favorites?
No, I still think the City are favourites. My criteria wasn't met. I said if we beat City, we become favourites. We didn't beat City, but I think it's very close. I don't think there's anyone who's a standout favourite. I think that the fact that you guys in the Champions League and we aren't could stand us in good stead. We probably on paper have easier fixtures. So I can't just give you a one-word answer if that's what you want, because there has to be some nuance or some.
Vader, we play each other next. Are you starting to feel like you're the underdog now again?
Am I feeling like the underdog again? I've never felt like the underdog. That's not my branding. That's Rax and all the Liverpool fans' branding. Every Liverpool content creator.
Let me rephrase it. You're going to be going away to Tottenham. Are you feeling like you're worried about that game like you usually are?
I'm always worried about the game. It's an important. Everyone has a bogey team. Like I'll speak to Rax, and Rax is like, "Oh, I'm concerned to play Everton." You know what I mean? Like you're probably talking like, "Oh, you're concerned about playing Chelsea, or you're concerned about playing Spurs." Like you have certain teams that you're just like, you know what, this is going to be difficult. Spurs is one of them, and I'm more than confident to acknowledge them as one of those tough teams. But
let me just give this guy a goal to edit. If you could do me a favor, edit. What do you call it? Does it have to be a Liverpool goal or does it have to be an Arsenal goal? I don't know. Let me know. Can it be an Arsenal goal? And that's it. And then what are you saying? You can't copyright a false 9. What? Okay.
The original false 9. Alexis McAllister's goal against who was it? Was it that long range?
I was gonna say Van Dijk's goal in the final, and for Arsenal,
that would be good. Yeah, Van Dijk's goal.
For Arsenal, the goal that I would like to see edited is one second. Jay's doing a madness. For Arsenal, it would have to be Havertz's goal versus Brighton. And then yeah, for City, I don't know. All their goals seem the same. Have you had like a standout?
Don't do that. Don't do that. You can.
Oh yeah, I know which one for you. It would be Newcastle.
Vader. The thing is, I don't know if he meant that sincerely or whether he actually was trying to have a dig. It was actually genius. The way you said it, it was just like on that borderline. Was he having a dig?
No.
It was just so deadpan. It was so deadpan.
Man City goal. If I was to pick the Man City goal, it'd be Oscar Bob. The one touch 2-2-2. That was nice.
Yeah, Oscar Bob. Even more recently with Foden, left foot, screamer. You can call that one out. Like, listen, there's plenty out there. We don't need to do.
You know what? Your City fan base online have turned Foden into a punching bag to beat other players with. Now I don't like him.
No. See, that's where you're going. That's where you're wrong. There was so much in terms of the City fan base were calm. There was no, we need to over promote. We need to talk about said player. We weren't doing that. There was so many crashings happening on top of Foden's head that now the opposites now happen. Now you have everyone coming off with their edits and their comparisons because they're like, no, we're tired of this.
Bro,
that's what
I've seen Messi, and then people said the new Messi is thing. That's mad.
I saw Arsenal fans say that they don't want Messi or Mbappe because you have Saka. So that's mad.
Messi and Mbappe are finished, bro. Not Mbappe. I mean Messi. Anyways, guys, long story short, we're chatting now about some random stuff. I missed the Premier League. The next time we're gonna be back for the Premier League. But you know something, guys? We're gonna be doing top 10s. We're gonna be doing rankings. I'm gonna be doing those. And I just want to know, Jay, if you could rank something or tier list something, what would you tier list? I can't hear you. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
I was saying, you want to steal my content ideas, yeah?
No, I'm doing.
I'm joking.
I told you I was gonna do this.
So what I'd like, you know what? I haven't seen this for a while, and I don't know why I'm giving it you for free, but sure, why not? Top 10 biggest what ifs.
Whew.
I haven't seen that. You know, like what ifs, like what if such and such hadn't have been injured? What if such and such hadn't have missed this game? What if
Salah hadn't been assaulted by Sergio Ramos in that Champions League final?
Exactly. That's
What if Lewis Suarez signed for Arsenal?
What Liverpool have lost?
That would have been good. That would have been good.
Liverpool have lost like almost before this one that they just won. They'd lost a number of Klopp finals apart from the Champions League final. But from a Spurs point of view, what if Spurs hadn't have given away a penalty in the first minute?
Why didn't you just say what if Spurs won?
Well, I mean, because I don't know what would have changed. I don't know what would have changed. We just would have had something else to boast about on social media, you know?
Bro, if you won a Champions League, it wouldn't matter that you haven't won anything for 30 years.
Big up, Sean. Big up comments. Comments have been on fire today.
Whoa, 1 minute. Yeah, say that again. If you'd have won a Champions League, then it wouldn't matter if you haven't won anything for 30 years. And yet, people always talk about Liverpool not winning the Premier League. right?
The shades.
Despite the fact we won,
The
despite the fact we won
underlying
2 Champions Leagues in that time. Despite the fact we won 2 Champions Leagues in that time.
You want to know something? That Liverpool get held to a different standard to Tottenham. That's no disrespect to Tottenham.
True.
Did you not hear the point?
Did
Did you not hear the point I said about Liverpool winning 1 League Cup in 13 years? Did you not hear that?
I missed that.
When you say
Bro,
they get held to a
you want to know
different,
something?
when you say they get held to a different
You want to know
standard,
something? If you look at our record in the League Cup, bro, I don't know when we last won it.
bro, forget that. I'm talking about 1 trophy in 13 years. When Spurs do that, we're bottlers, blah 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 blah. But it is.
But you have no other trophies to go with it. That's the problem.
Okay, but they didn't win. They won 1 League Cup in 13 years ago. Do you understand what I mean by that? So in that 13-year time period, they won 1 League Cup, and that is it.
And you want to know something? It doesn't matter because before that they won the Champions League. Before that they won the Champions League. Before that they won the Europa League. Okay, finally, Vader, if you were to do a top 10, a tier list, what would you do?
Like Jay said,
by the way, I'm asking you guys because I'm going to invite you to do that show with me. That's why.
No, I hear that. That's smart. Free consultation.
So Jay, you're coming on the What If show.
The top 10 would be top 10 celebrations. There's been some wild goal celebrations, and yeah, some of the top 10.
I never thought about that. Top 10 celebrations. Interesting. Top 10 celebrations. Okay, and then what are you saying, Rack? What would yours be? These would be uploads, guys. So don't think it's going to be a live stream where we do this. It would be an upload.
Rax would be top 10 net spending seasons.
I think that would be for the football connoisseurs. Not
the thing is, I mean, okay, I mean this is obviously like very, very football oriented specifically, but top 10
people in the chat, bring in your ideas.
So I would say top 10 Champions League games would be interesting. Because when you look at individual games, there have been some standouts, right? There's been the remontada with Barcelona and PSG, finals with us and Milan and United and Bayern,
top 10
stuff like that. Yeah, you could come back to Champions League finals or something. Not finals, so Champions League games, because there's been some top 10, some great Champions League games which haven't necessarily resulted in you winning the title. You could say. Top 10 games that actually didn't propel you to a championship or something like that. Like for example, the year we went to Man United and beat them 4-1 on their ground, right? But then they still won the Premier League. That was still memorable, but ultimately it ended in vain. Something like that might be, a bit different.
Okay.
Fair enough. We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I'm gonna tell you guys this. My first top 10 is gonna be top 10 center backs in the Premier League. Kind of boring. And then my next one after that is gonna be. We haven't spoken about signings of the season yet, so
you got top 10 current center backs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1's Van Dijk. We know that. Diaz is actually lower down the list than you think. Anyways, we'll get into all of that on another day.
Spoiler alert. I don't know, bombshell. See you later.
Yeah, peace. Wait. There's one more thing. FA Cup and everything else happens this weekend. But to spice it up, you know what we're going to actually do? We're going to look back at all the signings made this season. And we're going to rate the likes of, who'd you sign this past season? You signed that guy from Wolves. What's his name?
Nunes.
Vader.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna rank the Nuneses of the world. The friggin' whoever.
Listen, Endo, man. Endo's my guy. I never had a doubt.
Declan Rice. Who did Spurs sign?
Madison.
Van der Ven's been injury prone, but very good.
Bro, there's been some good signings. It's a really good show idea. We're gonna do that Sunday. Anyways, guys, have a good one. We're out of here.
You know what we should do? One good, one bad. That'll be a bit more fun.
No, the way it's gonna work is there's gonna be tier lists. It's gonna be trash, mid, and good. And it's gonna be you have to put in one of the 3. And you cannot put it anywhere else. If you want to cop out, maybe we put not seen enough. But yeah, that's it for now. We're out of here, people. Love for the love. Catch you guys on the next show. And I'm going to be redirecting this to Husam's channel. He's going to be live very soon. So guys, go check him out. Peace.